Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Our Isekai. I am your overpowered MC, Uchenna.
Hi, I am Faith, and I'm just here for vibes.
You're here for vibes.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I think we need to put her on suspension, guys. What do you mean you're here for vibes?
Is that words? Like, I haven't thought about what my intro is going to be, so until then, I feel just
here for vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So today we're what does our podcast do? We discuss anything we want to do, from anime to trending topics to anime trending topics, reality TV shows, and today we've decided to kind of make majority of the episodes on an anime-based episode today. So we'll cover the Anime Awards, Crunchyroll Anime Awards, then Anime Betrayals, then we'll have like a scenario-based type thing, and then for our red light, green light, we've got main characters, right?
Main characters.
And then what's the other segment?
Like green light, main characters.
This or that is power systems, and then ship it, skip it. It's just random couples that we think we will ship or we'll skip. All right. Speaking of the Crunchyroll Awards,
Very exciting.
That's May, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it before Comic-Con or after Comic-Con?
I'm not sure. We must specify it's a London Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, the London Comic-Con, because obviously there are different ones. I tend to forget that.
What, there's other people who celebrate anime outside the UK?
No, like in the UK.
Yeah, London Comic-Con.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So the awards ceremony. So we're mainly going to be talking about the anime of the year, the best new series, best continuing series, best film, best main character, and best supporting character, and of course, best isekai.
Yeah, obviously.
So best anime of the year. Nominations are Dan Da Dan, Delicious in the Dungeon, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, and The Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
So which one do you think should win?
I'm going to say Apothecary Diaries because that's what I've completed so far. The rest I have not completed. I'm still in the process of watching them.
So you think it should win, or is the one you want to win?
It's the one I want to win based off what I know so far.
What's the story about?
It's Apothecary Diaries. It's just about a girl who's good with medicine, who's in a palace dealing with the drama of palace life and politics and stuff like that. But
is it a isekai?
No, it's not an isekai. No.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just a girl in a village. Was in a village, got kidnapped, now lives in a palace. Yeah.
Interesting. It's very popular.
It is. It's on season 2 right now, but yeah. Season 1 was great. Season 2 has also been great as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I really don't know, but I don't tend to gravitate towards art styles like that. But it does look interesting from what I've seen my sister watch when she was watching
really
it.
Good.
Yeah. Because I was actually quite transfixed. So I'll probably give it a chance on one of those days where isekai seems boring or monotonous. But I think either, Frieren is actually really good. It's very somber. She's an elf and she's still technically very young, and she went on this great adventure with like this group of friends of hers, and they're all pretty much dying. So then she didn't, they're not even dying, they're dead.
Oh, that's tragic. Forget sad.
Right. And it starts off really somber anyway, and then she starts like a new journey on her own, and it's very interesting. She learns a lot. So I've also seen Kaiju number 8, I've seen Solo Leveling, I've seen a bit of Dan Da Dan. I finished Delicious in the Dungeon, finished Kaiju number 8, finished Solo Leveling. So I'd say, Kaiju number 8 was good, but forgettable. Like after it was done, it was just like, okay, it's done for me. Like I enjoyed it. I will watch the next season or the season after that. But it's just like, it's an action. It's cool. It's nice. I wasn't simping over anybody or anything. There was a lot of camaraderie stuff going on, and it's nice, but I've seen better, I'm not gonna lie. Delicious in the Dungeon. So I'll probably say maybe Delicious in the Dungeon and Frieren. But Dan Da Dan comes close. Oh, Solo Leveling's there. But Solo Leveling is just like
a very popular character right now. Like it's on a high right now in the anime community.
And I'm not saying it's not good. It's good, but it's a basic story.
It's just a guy leveling up.
Exactly. That's so basic.
That's basically every showing.
There's no complexity to it. It's just power. Yes, there's like a little bit of politics put in there and like a little bit. Okay, when you actually deep it, maybe there's like, specific themes, but they don't dive into it. right? It's kind of just like they kind of gloss over it. But Free Reign and Delicious in a Dungeon, to me, they say more than the initial story. So one of those two. But I reckon Dan Dan also comes close. So probably Dan Dan would win, or Free Reign.
Dan's intro. It's one of my favorite intros.
Yeah, it's all right. I prefer the bing bang bang bing bang
Marshall
bang
Lee?
bing. Yeah, I prefer that. That's fun because it came first. So
Fair enough. That's by the same artist as well.
it is exactly. So moving on to best new series. So the nominations are Dan Dan, Delicious in a Dungeon, Free Reign, pretty much the same thing.
But I have a problem with this because some of these are second series. They're not, second season.
Yeah, like
They're not
Apothecary
new
Diaries.
series,
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really know what to say to that.
And isn't Delicious in a Dungeon also in the second season now?
No, it's just one season.
Okay.
There is, I think they've said green light to season 2.
Okay, fair enough. But Apothecary Diaries is definitely
Solo Leveling is also in the second season, but I think it's new this year.
Okay, if that's how they define new series.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was like, Apothecary Diaries is not a new best series
Because
it's a new anime.
Yeah, but it is new because it all came out in the same year, season 1 and 2.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I remember I'd moved out when my sister was watching it. It was like when I'd come round and she was watching it, I'd just sit down for a while and watch. So it's all within the year, isn't it? And also this is technically last year's stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Best new series. So if Dan Dan or Frieren doesn't win Anime of the Year, then the other one should win best series. Best new series. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I would say Solo Leveling or Frieren just because they've got so much like hyper energy
Hype
behind
to it. Yeah. Fair play. Best continuing series. Nominations are Bleach, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Spy Family, Oshinoko. Now, I've never heard of that, so
Neither
it's
have
likely
I.
that that's good. I looked at it and I said, I need to watch that because it looks quite
What's it
interesting.
about?
Don't know.
Just the art style. And
Just the art style. Look, like I said, I tend to be quite a visual person, and the art style looks very interesting to me, so I'll definitely be giving it a watch.
Fair enough. Best continuing series. I would hope Bleach just because it had such a long hiatus.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a One Piece glazer.
I know, but Bleach had such
gonna say
a
One
long
Piece.
hiatus. They need someone to encourage them, and I think this will be an encouragement they need.
Egghead Island was fantastic. Nothing beats that. Not even the 1,000-Year War. But maybe it's because I already know the story. It didn't wow me as I hoped it would, the new season.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm just hoping because I feel like the Bleach community, they need some Bleach community, like because it's had such a long hiatus. People forgot that it was like one of the top 4 shonen at one point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying currently it is. I said
It probably still is. It's just as popular.
Yeah, but I think
I'd say.
there needs more energy behind it. I feel anyway.
Okay, so who are you saying?
I'm
Bleach?
helping Bleach,
Okay.
not because I think it's the best, but I just want them to be encouraged. I want the Bleach community to have their moment.
Okay, fair play. But yeah, as I said, One Piece. Okay, so best film, it's Mononoke, the something. Haikyuu, The Dumpster Battle, Look Back, The Colors Within, My Hero Academia, You're Next, Spy Family Code White.
So I've only seen Mononoke. I was going to watch Spy Family, but I didn't get around to it. So based on what I watched, Mononoke.
I have nothing to say. Not that I don't, you know what? I was going to say not that I don't do anime films, but I don't do anime films. So,
Is
yeah.
it because it's standalone or they just don't interest you? They're standalone?
No, it's not that they're standalone. I watch a lot of standalone stuff. It's just, I don't actually know. I think it's probably got to do with how I was introduced to anime. I was just introduced to it as like a series thing. So it's weird watching an animated show that's a film.
Fair enough.
If it's not a Western animation. Does that make sense?
Okay, because I used to watch a lot of Ghibli, so me watching anime movies is just like a translation from one.
You know what?
form to
That
the
makes
next.
sense because one of the first animated films that I watched was Studio Ghibli, and I hated it.
Fair enough, yeah.
So yeah, probably based off of that, I've just not been most excited about films really. Maybe there was something to say that I was somewhat an emotionally stunted child, but hey ho. And that's why I didn't like Studio Ghibli, because it was all emotional and shit. And I was like, I'm just trying to laugh here, mate.
It wasn't that dramatic. I feel like some of it was dramatic, but most of the time they did have a message behind it, the movies. He did.
I'm saying this as a Nigerian who watched Nollywood, where everything was a fucking lesson. I don't want to do that when I'm watching cartoons. That's meant to be entertaining me, mate.
It was entertaining.
That's all I'm saying.
Fine. But it was entertaining.
Best supporting character. We've got... Best main character. We've got Frieren. We've got Kafka. We've got Momo. Okaru. Mao Mao. And Sung Jin-woo. So Frieren, obviously from Frieren. Kafka from Kaiju number 8. Momo and Okaru from Dan Da Dan. Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries, and obviously Jung Sung Ji Woo from Solo Leveling. I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whoever wins it wins it. I'm cool with the nominations here. They all deserve it.
Yeah.
But who do you think would win though?
Who do I think would win?
Either Sung Jin Woo or Frieren.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Best supporting character: Fern from Frieren, Himmel from Frieren, Jinshi. I think Jinshi's from Kaiju number 8.
Jinshi's from Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries, right?
Yeah.
Seiko, Senshi, Turbo Granny.
I don't know who Seiko is. You?
I think Seiko's from, what's it called? Dan Da Dan. Maybe not. No.
I don't know.
What's the name again? Seiko.
Yeah.
We could always search this.
I was about to say Kaiju number 8, but I was like, well,
It could be.
yeah.
Because there's one from each of them. They're all sort of the same. Can you search for me, please? My phone's acting up.
Yeah. Dan Da Dan.
Dan Da Dan, right?
Mm-hmm. Seiko from Dan Da Dan.
Oh yeah, she's the grandmom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's pretty cool. Turbo Granny's crazy.
Seiko. But yeah, I only watched 2 episodes of Dan Da Dan, so...
No, I'm so sorry. How did Turbo Granny make it here? She was just some pervy woman that stole a poor boy's parts.
The old lady?
Yeah.
The one that started the whole...
Yeah.
I don't know how she got, like...
Why is she here?
She doesn't deserve that spot. But I hear it because she's a catalyst for the whole storyline.
Fair play. But I don't. Why she's this popular? I don't understand.
Without her, we wouldn't have a story. But best supporting character, I'm gonna say Jinshi because I like him. He's so cute. And then his relationship with Mao Mao. Oh my goodness, it's a rom-com that I didn't know I wanted because it's not really a rom-com. It's just funny to watch.
Fair play.
Relationship, yeah.
Interesting. I don't really have much of a say here because, I mean, the rest aren't that
Memorable?
spectacular. I'd say Turbo Granny. She's funny. Best Isekai. So we've got Konosuba, Mushoku Tensei, ReZero, Shangri-La Frontier, Suicide Squad Isekai. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Now, I did not know that Suicide Squad Isekai was a thing. But now that I do, I'm watching that. However, Shangri-La Frontier, or it's Shangri-La, right?
Shangri-La, yeah.
Frontier is fantastic. So that's what gets my vote.
I'm gonna say ReZero just because I like the storyline.
Okay. ReZero's alright. It's actually alright.
Yeah,
I'm just a hater. Konosuba's good as well. They're all good, to be honest. Mushoku Tensei's, to be honest, it was quite surprising the way the story kind of went. But it was enjoyable. Not that memorable, but enjoyable.
Okay. All
right, so moving on to anime betrayals. So we've got 2 each. anime betrayals that kind of stuck with us, right? Things that just made us go, you raggedy. Yep. Yep. So there's obviously so many, but we're only going to focus mainly on 2. And for me, these are the 2 that cross my mind almost every day. That when I see the character, something inside me just makes me want to rage out. Yeah, so you go first.
Okay, my first one is Isabella from Promised Neverland.
Okay.
So
is that the mum?
Yeah, she's the one who takes care of them as a children before they get shipped away to the monsters. So it's a sort of betrayal because in the beginning we think that she's a loving, caring mother figure to these children, and then we figure out halfway through the season that she's raising them to be the smartest breed to be eaten. So once I figure that's like terrifying. Like, wow, I can't even trust you as a mother figure. I can't even trust you as a mentor. I can't even trust you to
like all that smiles. You can't trust that.
No. But she has to turn around in the last season with all the other mothers, when they're beating the demons in the last episode. But to begin with, I couldn't. It's the shock. It's the horror of it when it hits you in the face.
When they realise that
it's
mother...
not even them. It's me personally too. When I watched it, I was like, that's a bitch. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how dare you? I thought you were a fantastic character. Now I'm judging myself for liking you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair play. Interesting. So my first one is Griffith.
Okay.
Have you seen Griffith?
Mm-mm.
Okay. He's a beautiful white-haired man.
Okay.
He's a whore.
Obviously.
He has a dream. He wants to rule. He wants to be king. So he's like the captain of this horde, this group of people that are fighting for him, for his cause. They believe in him. They love him so much. So Griffith goes and invades the pissoir of a princess. And he gets caught and captured and tortured. Now, he done this on his own volition, like on his own. Mm-hmm. Right. He didn't do it for somebody. He done this.
For himself.
Right. And then, obviously, he faced the consequences of his actions. And so, his people, they fight and fight and fight, and they rescue him. So his people, obviously the people in the army, but there's mainly 3 of them in like a little triad thing. It's Griffith, Guts, and Casca. Guts is a guy. Griffith is a guy. Casca is a woman. Mm-hmm. Casca used to have a thing for Griffith. She adored him. He was above everybody. But then later on, she starts to, for Guts, right? And the relationship between Guts and Griffith is they're kind of like equals, right? Guts is kind of the only one that could stand up to Griffith because Griffith is like there, right? So anyway, he gets tortured, all this stuff, and then he gets his people to come rescue him, and I think he's like about to die. So he summons this demon thing, and this demon thing comes and then asks him a question. And the thing said, you get what you want. You get to be like us. You get to be God. But you need to sacrifice the people who love you.
Oh, that's tragic.
Guess what this man did?
He sacrificed them all.
He did not bat an eyelid. He did not. He said, of course. And do you know what he then did after that? Mm-mm. He sexually assaulted Casca in front of Guts. Coldly, looking at him in the eye. This ruins the psyche of Guts and Casca. Like, I don't think you understand. Not only did he sacrifice everybody, mate, everyone who came to rescue him, he then... Okay. Anyway, Griffith is a son of a bitch. I mean, pain factor on 100. I don't understand. Like, nothing was to say. I don't think I ever saw men after that, because crazy. the story even gets wilder because then they survive because this other demon thing comes and saves them. It's the whole story, mate. It's the whole story. But yeah, Griffith gets my #1 anime betrayal of all time.
Okay. So my second one is Suwon from Akatsuki no Yona. So Yona of the Dawn. So Yona loved this man so much. They were betrothed from young. And this man killed her father. And she saw it happen. Not only did she kill her father, she then took her kingdom from her. And then she became a fugitive. And I just thought, wow, you just can't trust people these days.
These days.
Yeah.
It'd be your own people.
It really be the ones you love, honestly and truly, because I can't imagine someone getting me to trust them that much, falling in love with them, me petitioning to my father. That's my man. That's my man. And then one day I wake up because I can't sleep. I go to see what my father's doing because I know he's out there reading his books because it's nighttime. That's what he likes to do. He's reading his books. I go to his reading chambers, and there I see the man I love stabbing him. Uchenna, what will you do then? The man I've been petitioning for, that I love, has killed my father.
Everyone's getting stabbed, innit?
Come morning dawn, there's a bounty on my head, and he's taking my kingdom.
She didn't confront him?
No, because the gods were with him, on his side.
Oh.
So there's no confronting because once he had the
Yeah,
gods
it was
on
a coup already.
Yeah.
God damn. Shit. So it's a story of revenge? It's
a story of revenge, a story of getting back her kingdom and finding her dragons that help her to defeat some Suwon in the end.
Maybe I'll give Akatsuki no Yona a watch.
Yeah. It's a bit of rom-com there in it though, from Hack.
I could do that.
Okay, because I know you don't.
It's revenge still.
Yeah, predominantly.
I love revenge.
But yeah, that is the greatest betrayal or like not the greatest, but one of the betrayals that stuck with me. I was like, wow.
Fair play. For me, the next one is Rachel from Tower of God. That raggedy bitch. That raggedy bitch. When she pushed, I think that was the most shocking thing that I've seen in recent anime in a minute. Because I mean, I knew she was lying.
We all knew she was lying.
But like, I never expected it. I didn't expect her to be that vicious. And then I watched season 2.
She's still lying.
And she's still lying. And this bitch is still lying. And then I'm like, okay, let me see where we are with Rachel in the manhwa. This bitch is still lying.
I mean, she showed her close on day 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Writer. It's about time.
What, she got caught?
It's about time this bitch gets what's coming to her. Because I don't know the story. I just know that this bitch is still lying from Reddit. So
she's so selfish.
Because I don't want like too much spoilers because I'm only trying to watch it. So why is she still lying? I don't understand. But yeah, her pushing ban was just, he's so sweet.
A cutie indeed.
So innocent. And like in season 2, he's still trying to help this bitch. I don't get it. Someone that kind, it's just, I'm very curious to know what the whole story is like. But yeah, that to me is one of the biggest betrayals that I ever saw. But honorable mention is when Jiraiya found out who Pain was. Or that, I felt that. Excuse me. And it's the fact that he killed him as well. My God. My goodness. Betrayal of all time. Also Gara and his mom and his dad. Oh! And the person who's looking after him. Special shout out as well. Paramount's betrayal. Okay, so moving on to when the side characters in anime that kind of took over the show. So I believe we've got 5 each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I go first or do you want to?
You can go.
Okay. So my first one is Gojo Satoru.
Also my first as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
I sent you this list so that we didn't have a copy over.
Actually, no, it actually is Gojo Satoru. My second one is Levi.
Fair play. I don't have it in my mind. But it's understandable though why Gojo Satoru's like kind of stole the show, because his powers was just so, he was just so overpowered.
It's not just his
so
powers,
beautiful.
it's also his character.
Yeah, and like so playful.
Yeah.
He should have been the main character. Also, special shout out to Yuji. Is that his name? The main character in the film?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a good main character. I think he was meant to be the main character as well, actually.
At one point, yeah.
Yeah. Who's yours?
My second one?
Yeah.
Levi from
Attack on Titan.
Because Levi, I mean, he's a leader. And I don't really understand, as a leader, why he was put in second, like, as a side character. Because look at him. He fights, he cooks, he cleans, he takes care of his team. Come on. He's a rounded person.
Yeah.
As well. He is.
Yeah. Levi stole the show, I think, mainly because of how strong he was and how small he was, and how kind of no nonsense, but still weirdly, like, he's not funny, but he does things that just makes people think he's so endearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he cares quite deeply as well. So I think that's why he stole the show. I'd never liked Eren from the get-go. I thought he was a crybaby. And Mikasa, I just wanted to smack her because what the fuck is wrong with you?
Love is love. Huh?
Disgusting. My next is Killua.
Okay.
I mean, look at him. He's so cute. His powers, like, compared to, I think, I like Gon, obviously. But Gon was just so childlike. Killua, for what he's gone through in his life, all the torture, all the training, the psychological damage. Oh my God. And look at him. He's so playful. But he has to be, because look at how he grew up. And he loves deep, you know, he loves his friends, he loves his siblings. His sibling.
Just one.
Just one. The rest.
Well, the rest all tortured him.
Fair play.
His sister didn't torture him. His sister wanted to play.
So yeah, he's a cool kid. He could have been a horrible person, and he kind of was for a while until he kind of met Gon, and you know, he kind of grows. And to be honest, in the first animated series, it was kind of made clearer compared to the newer animated series that he was friends with Gon to kind of just watch Gon at the start.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bit of a sinister start to why he was interested in Gon in the first place.
I was just very confused by his demeanor.
Yeah.
He was very confused.
But it wasn't made that clear in the second one. But obviously, I think it's just to kind of make his character a bit more playful, which I don't hate, not completely. Who's yours? Who's next on yours?
Roy Mustang from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Roy Mustang is a good-looking man. Cannot lie. Not only that, he's also a leader, just like Levi.
Yeah.
And not seems to seem, but the fact is a fact. He is a leader.
And like, he has standout moments with the main characters. And
he
his
really
interactions
does.
with
And
them
he's got
great.
so much integrity as a character. Like, his judgment is never flawed. Like, his judgment of people, I mean, is never flawed. Sometimes his judgment in certain scenes can be flawed, but his judgment of people's characters, I don't think it's ever been wrong.
I wasn't upset when he took revenge against Envy. That was
the clicks
so
back to back.
fulfilling. So satisfying. I felt it in my core. That scene.
Yeah. Roy Mustang. And
like, the conviction, the emotion, the anger, you could feel it, and you felt for him as well, because you were like, this guy Hughes was just such a great, my God, till today, you know what, till today I think about it. Fullmetal Alchemist is a great anime. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah. Itachi is next on my list because, of course, for someone who was not on our screens for that much, he had such an impact on one of the main characters, Sasuke. And then we find out that he was a double agent. And he was carrying the burden of his entire clan at such a young age. It didn't hurt that he was so pretty and very nonchalant. Girlies love their nonchalant men. His powers were just so fantastic, and he was kind of a bully to a character that we all kind of didn't like. Like, we liked him, but we didn't really like him because he was kind of an arsehole. And there was this character that's all of a sudden bullying him when he's a bully to Naruto. Like, does that make sense? That just, of course, the psychology behind that, you just gotta love the enemy of my enemy. You know. But yeah, Itachi's fantastic, and his love for his brother, albeit, what's the word I'm looking for here, tragic, was very, very deep. And that's all I've got to say about Itachi.
Okay. My next one is Yunagasai from Miraniki.
Isn't she a main character?
No, the main character is Yuki.
Oh, I would have thought that they were both main characters. Interesting. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
The main character is Yuki. And without Yuno, he's actually very...
Mid.
He cries. He just
Why?
cries.
He's Eren.
No, because Eren has powers. He doesn't even have powers. He doesn't... Yeah.
He's just a whiny little...
He's just a character that we're meant to follow, and he doesn't really do much. He doesn't even stand out as a main character, apart from the fact that in the end he's there complaining that he won on the basis of someone killed himself for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yunagasai is a fantastic character. She's very deranged, but because of that, she's very unhinged. Like, she would do what she needs to do when the time comes. Like, she's so fast with her thinking, so quick with like her actions. Like, she's not even she is a flawed character, but
she's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
My God, she's manipulative. She is charismatic.
Yeah.
She can be whoever you want her to be, whoever she wants to be, to get to what she wants. Like, she's fantastic. She's phenomenal. Oh my God. Because I thought she was a main character, so she's not on my list. God damn. Wow. She's yeah. Yeah. She's up there in list of like good characters. Yeah. She's your favorite, isn't she? She came up to be your, yeah. I've got Nanami next. He's just a bit of a rebel, isn't it? And he's so suave. He's like that teacher that you had a crush on in school. And you know it's forbidden, but you want him still. That's all I've got to say. But yeah, he's just very charismatic. He's fun. He gives like little anecdotes, and his relationship with Itadori, with Yuji, was so nice, like very endearing. He kind of took him under his wings, and yeah, I liked that the dynamic that he had with the students. So, and him as a character himself, he was just so fun. He was always talking about clocking in. He was very real, you know, with like the office job aspects of it. Yeah.
And then my last one is Rem from ReZero, because she's such a playful character. She's so hardworking, and in comparison to her sister who has all the powers, she was always like overlooked because she didn't possess any of the demon powers as a twin. Only one of them can carry the forward powers, so she wasn't really taken care of. And it's not until like, I forgot his name, the main character joins in, that she finds a purpose, but not in the purpose with him, but it's just the will to live for herself. And I was like, this is so like nice to watch, like her storyline, her character development, and just how she's always winning. She's whatever she's doing, she's always winning, even without her powers.
There's a betrayal in ReZero, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. It's from, I think it's the...
Sorry, it was just random thought. Carry on.
But yeah, so Rem is always trying her best. She's always winning. Like, even like as a background character, we're always watching out to see what she's going to do next. She has such a large impact on the storyline.
Okay. Yeah. My final one is Yorichi. As soon as that woman came on the screen, I fell in love with her.
On the street?
On the screen. This was even before I knew that she was a human being. This was when she was still a cat. So, you know, that's all I've got to say. I mean, her powers, she's a princess. She's fast. She rides for her friends. She's a teacher. She's fun. She's funny. She's everything. She's freaking fantastic. And that's all of mine. Power is an honorable mention from Chainsaw Man, the girl. She's partners with the main character, Denji. And she's I don't even know how to describe her, but she's honorable mention. She's pretty cool. And so we've got this new idea thing that I had, right, for this main section. I need to explain. It's like if anime had NHS and social welfare, right? So these are like obviously anime characters that we're gonna pick 5 of them that they've obviously got issues, and we're gonna say how we're gonna diagnose them, what their treatment is, and the result that we're hoping to get from the treatment, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Should I start?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got Killua as my first one. So I will diagnose him with childhood assassin syndrome. Yeah. Loyalty addiction, especially to Gon. Chronic trauma with a lightning fetish. His treatment will be immediate removal from the family, from the Zodiac household. Immediately it will be placed in a new household. Yes? Trauma therapy and emotional boundaries boot camp. Yes. He needs to regulate his emotions and his the way he attaches himself to people. And then play group with emotional stable children. So not children like Gon. Not children with daddy issues. Children that are stable emotionally. They don't exist on that television, I'm sure, but they exist in that world. He will be placed there in that therapy group. Yeah. So the result here is that he will still be deadly, but he now goes to therapy before he starts electrocuting people, right? And I will hope that in the future, he would open a youth center for children who were like him before. Yeah, especially like child soldiers and stuff and assassins. And he will be saving them from their households and taking them and giving them therapy that he received. And also he would realize that you don't have to die to love or to prove that you love someone. There's no need for that. That's my little tidbits on Killua.
Okay, my first one is Gaara. Gaara the Sand from Naruto. So his father tried to kill him, first things first. And his uncle tried to kill him, and his brother as well. So all his family tried to kill him, apart from his mother who died at birth. So there's 3 things. There's a guilt that comes with knowing that his mother died from childbirth, because all the adult figures in his life keep reminding him of that when they try to kill him. It's like, we're trying to kill you because you killed your mother and because you have this spirit inside of you.
As if that was his fault, you know? Crazy.
And then also he's very depressed and he's also very lonely. Obviously because he was an outcast. All his family, all his friends, he was an outcast from day one. When he tried to seek comfort from his dad always tried to kill him. So he has insecurity issues with that. So he doesn't trust people. He's lonely and he's depressed. So from day one, I would have taken him out of his family and put him in an orphan, because clearly his dad didn't want him, and his immediate his brother and his uncle weren't going to be there for him. So clearly put him in a whole...
I've taken him and Tamari.
In a whole situation. So he's in an orphan. So he'll learn to have new friends. And hopefully, because he's got new friends, his insecurities with trust will slightly go down. And because he has less trust issues, he won't feel the need to kill people who come close to him. Because obviously, when his dad tried to kill him, his defensive mechanism was, I'll try to kill you back then. Because why are you here trying to attack me when all I'm doing is stargazing? Because that's what he was doing.
But that's the thing, that wasn't even him. It wasn't really him that was doing it. It's Shikaku.
But Shikaku was
defending himself. Yeah, of course.
Protecting Gaara, because Gaara was very defenseless. He wasn't defenseless, but he didn't know what to do in that situation.
Yeah,
that was to him, he still loved his father. He still loved his brother and his uncle.
Also, the immediate removal of the Jinchuriki from Gaara. Immediate. Well, he would have to have died. So maybe him and Shikaku would go to therapy. Sorry. Right, my turn. I've got Revy next from Black Lagoon. So, her diagnosis: complex PTSD, rage dependency, because that is her go-to emotion. Just straight up anger. She goes from 0 to 100 like this. She has unprocessed grief hidden behind bullets and alcohol. So her treatment would be DBT for emotional regulation, smoking cessation, which maybe I'll give her like a little bit. We're not going to start all at once, one thing at a time. And also group therapy with women who bite. So her and Ramona, is her name Ramona? The maid lady, they will go to therapy together. And Balalaika and the likes of them, they're all going to go to a group therapy and they'll see how bad each other are and they'll open up because you can only relate to a woman who's as badass as you are. The result here that I'm hoping for is that I'm not going to take away her swearing because you need an outlet, just not rage, right? The therapy will solve that rage issue. And so she wouldn't just randomly be killing people. She'll just swear at them. She'll open a self-defense clinic or classes or, you know what I mean? With Rock as her admin assistant. So she needs someone there who would also help her regulate her emotions because he would also help with like all the admin-y stuff because he's an office guy anyway, right? So she'll finally then be able to trust someone without needing a gun. She's also teaching people how to defend herself, which would help with her emotion and her grief because she's helping other people. And she'll take it easy on the drinking as well. So yeah, that's the hope there for Revy, to put down the gun.
My next one is Lady Tsunade. So Lady Tsunade is an alcoholic, but it's understandable why.
Chronic gambler.
That too. She's an alcoholic and she's a gambler, and so for that she just has to go to group therapy and she has to learn to find a different coping mechanism or a different outlet. So maybe boxing, because she likes to fight. So boxing and group therapy for her drinking. That she has to go to rehab for that. And then once a week, she just does a mini check-in. And she also goes to the gym or she does her boxing classes. So she has an outlet for her anger on all the issues that she's facing. Yeah. Lady Tsunade.
Okay. Mine is Denji. Next is Denji. So he has poverty trauma because he's broke. He's a beggy.
Yeah.
Faith, the extent of this guy's simping is crazy. He would literally lick your feet. My guy sold his kidney.
Can't be.
So although unwillingly, it was kind of taken from him really because he was so broke. He was trying to be a hunter, or he's a hunter, but so broke, and he simps too much after women. Any women really? Anyone that pays him any attention? So first thing I'll do is emergency housing and dental reconstruction because his teeth is yaga yaga. I say this as a person with yaga yaga teeth myself, but don't worry, I'm going to fix that. Weekly therapy for validation to help with his simping issues, and chainsaw-based therapy because now he's a chainsaw man and he would have to come to terms with that. So, yeah. The hope here is that he learns that love is not transactional. All right, because the love that he thinks he has with this captain of his is not love. it's because she's using him. He would get full benefits, and Pochita would then be an emotional support dog, like he should be, like he has been. He'll still have boundary issues, but he'll be working with it, yeah, right? So that he can actually learn to have proper relations with people and not be a fucking weirdo.
For him.
Honestly. You should watch Chainsaw Man, I promise you. You would laugh your head off. It's insane. My guy has problems. Who's next for you?
Naruto from Naruto.
Oh, I've got Naruto as well.
So lonely and an orphan. So the orphan part is explained. His parents sacrificed themselves for him to live with a ginger kid inside of him. And the person they entrusted to take care of him just put him on a sideline gave him a little house, not even enough money to live by, not even enough food to live by, not even enough water to live by. He was the most most useless trustee, most useless carer. So
it's because I've got him, so we'll just do it together. Yeah. Okay. So I've got him down as parental abandonment, which is unfortunate, but also carer abandonment as well, because the third Okage is a ghetto ass bitch who should have done his job properly. Same thing with Jiraiya as well. He came back, but a bit too late, mate. Excessive forgiveness disorder. My guy dumps. The first thing I would dump Sasuke, but anyway, you be forgiving people way too much, way too much. Some people don't deserve to be in your life. Also, another thing is main character complex, because you think you can fix everything. You cannot. You think your Taknojutsu will help. It doesn't. Not all the time, anyway. Some people are just bad. Well, maybe not. There's societal issues and whatnot. But yeah, what's your treatment for him?
I would house him. And then I would also give him like one-to-one tutorials with his favorite teacher. Because he saw Naruto for Naruto, and when he went together, he had joy in his heart. Like, he used to take him little trips to get ichi ramen, and he was like, and then his heart smiled. So rehouse him, and then have him do like one-to-one tutorials instead of group teaching like he does currently. I'll still have him go to classes, but just like tutorial classes, like smaller groups. That way he gets to like still communicate with his peers, but then he's not like completely outcasted, because he still gets interacted with his favorite teacher. So we'd have those two tutorials and one-to-one private like teachings, and the rehousing as well.
So I think Naruto has ADHD. So first we'll try to get him to learn the way he should be learning. So special teacher, like he said, have that special bond with his teacher, a mentorship, someone that can help him learn the way he learns. Early intervention, right? So with the housing stuff, so, and also maybe group living as well with other orphans, so he's not so alone on his like all the time. Yeah, I think that's all I'll give him. The results, so that he's well balanced emotionally anyway, Hokage, because side-eye with the way he kind of brought up his son, but you know, that's not my business. And he makes friends before he starts saving the whole village, you know what I mean? And yeah, and he would have to realize that he doesn't have to save everyone for them to accept him, because he was a cool kid anyway, and he should have been accepted from the get-go. Yeah. Who's your next one?
Hinata. So she has anxiety and lack of confidence because her father treats her like crap, and her cousin's trying to kill her.
And her sister was also a bitch to her as well.
Yeah. So she has a lot. She has anxiety. She has a lack of confidence. The lack of confidence is not much she can do. It's just something that she has to build over time. But with the anxiety, would have to like do with little coping mechanisms. So like surrounding herself with people who do encourage her. Because she had Naruto and she had some of her girlfriends. But I think she needs to be taken out. Like, she can't get rid of her family, because her family, apart from neglecting her, then there's not much she can do about that. Yeah. So I'd suggest she gets out of the house more often. Just leave the house, stay with your girls, play with Naruto, gain your confidence, do the things that you love, do the things you like. Like, she likes going out for walks, she likes flowers. Do more of that. Do that with your friends as well. And hopefully, because she's surrounded by herself with people that are always encouraging her, that anxiety like lessens over time. It's not something that will go away. But then she also give her like the confidence to do a little pushback or a full pushback when she is challenged by her father or her cousin or her sister, to say like, no, I know my worth and I'm growing, so you need to like just back off, sort of thing. But yeah, that's Hinata.
Okay. My final one is Mikasa, and I will die in this hill. That girl needs help. Right. So she has abandonment trauma, right? She's obsessed with Eren. She has an attachment disorder there. And she just be killing people up and down. And she bosses up her emotions, right? So she needs to let that through. So what I'll give her is EMDR to help with her battlefield PTSD.
Okay.
And the loss of her childhood. Poor girl. individual therapy so that she can explore her life outside of that bastard Eren. Explore friendships with other people. So I will isolate her away from that man or that boy. And then an anger release class with no gear where she can release her anger on like a boxing thing. Maybe she and Levi can get into like a training thing where they fight each other with no weapons and then solve each other's issues. That would be great. The hope here is she would still be just as strong, but less trauma, less Eren. That bullshit. You see that fucking scarf? She'll fold it and it will be in the cupboard. And she'll look at it wistfully. Oh, that time. And she'll finally stop wanting a man who wants to watch the world burn. Because, madame, you are in love with a villain. You know that, yes? Okay. All right. That's the end of my little triads or my spiel. Moving on to Red Light, Green Light. So this is an anime protagonist edition. Right. So we have Yagami Light. Red, green, amber. Red light.
It's an amber. Right idea, wrong actions.
Red light.
I'll stick with amber.
Now that's someone who needs proper therapy. We should probably add him next. Eren Yeager.
Red.
Red. Lelouch. Amber.
Amber. He's a cutie.
He is. Naruto. Green. That boy can do no wrong in my eyes.
Green.
Boruto doesn't count. Guts. Green flag. Amber. Green. Gun.
Green.
Amber. Tanjiro. Green. Itadori. Green. Monkey D. Luffy. Amber. Edward. Eric.
Amber.
Green with a little bit like almost amber, but green. Rukia. Kuchiki. Green.
Amber.
What?
My opinion's my opinion.
Rukia? Wow. Okay. Makoto Kusanagi, the lady in Ghost in the Shell. Amber. Your Forger.
Green.
Nana Osaki.
Green.
Okay. Yuno Gasai. Red.
She's perfect.
Nico Robin.
Green.
Amber. Revy. Green. Toru Honda.
Green.
Violet Evergarden.
Green.
And Yoshino Some.
Amber.
And that's the end of this or that. All right. So moving on to... Maybe we should add more characters to this or that because it's quite quick, isn't it? It goes quite quickly. Don't worry, I'm very conscious of the time.
Okay.
So the next is this or that. So this is also just a quick fire one. I'll say this and you say which one you'd rather pick, and then I'll just also say the same. Nen or Haki? Which would you rather?
Haki's from where?
Haki is One Piece. Oh yeah. I meant Haki, and there's Conqueror's Haki. It's like a.
I'm gonna say Nen because I don't know what
Nen.
Haki is.
I'll say Nen as well. There's different types of Haki, but I'll say Nen. Nen is more diverse. Chakra or cursed energy? Chakra. It's more like, well, so is cursed energy. Because I was gonna say like it's more like you can mold it to you personally, but it's the same thing. But also chakra is limited because you are a specific type. So I'll say cursed energy.
Okay.
Alchemy. You don't understand from JoJo's as well, that's fine. Devil fruits.
Okay.
Or quirks.
Because you don't know what devil fruit is until you eat it.
And also the water thing as well.
Yeah.
No, don't want that. Breathing styles or Bankai. Yeah, I agree. Bankai. Becoming a Titan or Gias?
Gias. I'm going to say it was Gias from Code Geass.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gias.
Yeah, I'll say Gias as well. Okay. Full Metal Alchemist, so alchemy with Dragon Ball Ultra Instinct.
Alchemy.
Yeah, alchemy as well. Let's see. Magic Gilmore, Grimoires from Black Clover, so like the magic thing, versus your chakra nature from Naruto.
Chakra.
Magic. Bankai versus, or Shikai, whichever one, versus the magic cards in Grid Island.
Can't remember Greed Island, so Bankai.
You know when they went to Grid, they had those cards that they would do away, and like they were using it to fight. It was in the book. Yeah, that's the powers I'm talking about.
I'm gonna say Bankai.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I like the Grid Island arc though with the powers that they had in there. Yeah, I'll pick that. I'll pick the cards.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what else have we got. Oh, so domain is expansion or Bankai.
Domain expansion.
Yeah, same here. Alchemy or devil fruit.
Alchemy.
Chakra or nen. Okay, so have you seen Soul Eater?
No.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so would you rather have a Zanpakuto or a devil fruit?
Zanpakuto.
Interesting. It's looking like this power system in One Piece is failing, but okay. Same here, I'd rather have the Zanpakuto. All right, so ship it, that's the end of this or that. Ship it or skip it. I'll just name out the couples and we'll be done with it. Yep. Naruto Hinata, do you ship it?
I do. They're cute.
Yeah. Sasuke Sakura?
No.
Skip it. Emma Mikasa?
No.
Fuck off out of here. Levi and Hanj?
Cannot remember her, so no.
Fair play. Tanjiro and Kanao.
I ship it.
They're cute. Guts and Casca, ship. Luffy and Boa Hancock, skip.
But Boa is cute though.
She is, but skip. Luffy belongs to only one person. It's got to be Nami. I'm so sorry, but it's got to be.
Why?
I don't know. It's just got, I don't know. I just feel like they go together because she's the first woman he accepts.
So
love.
Doesn't mean anything. As a crewmate. She said, "Would you want to be my crewmate?" She said, "Yeah, mate, we'll be crews."
That to me, I'm hearing, "Do you want to marry me?"
Wow. No,
I'm joking. You ship them, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Zoro and Robin.
No.
Skip. Yeah, absolutely not. Ichigo and Orima. Skip.
Oh, they have children though.
I know. Skip it still. Ichigo and Rukia.
No.
Ship.
Absolutely not.
Lights and Misa. Ship.
The most chaotic parent ever.
Lelouch and
Like
Cece.
her,
Huh?
He doesn't like her.
I know. That's why I said ship. He deserves torture. Lelouch and Cece.
Skip.
Kaname and Zero. I said Zero.
Kaname.
And Zero. I ship it.
No, they'd fight all the time.
Exactly. They love each other. They so want to do each other so badly.
They would fight all the time.
Because of the tension, the sexual tension. That's why.
Wow.
I knew the other faith. She would understand.
I understand very well.
I know you do. Toru and Kyo.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Denji and Makima. Ship it so bad, but no. Power and Denji. I skipped that. Yuji and Obara.
I
can see that. They could work, right?
Work. Yeah.
Gojo and Utahime. That's the lady with the white hair that comes down there.
Absolutely not. Gojo would dislike a woman like that.
I think they're well balanced.
Yeah.
Gon and Kyo. We're not doing that. Kurapika and Leo Rio.
Yorio, isn't it the tall man?
Yeah.
No.
As friends, though, I ship it. And
friends.
Gon and Killua as friends, I ship it. But nothing else. Mob and Tsubame. They're cute. I ship it. Yo and Lloyd. Shit.
Yeah. They belong together.
And yeah, that's the end of Ship It and Skip It. And that's also the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've liked what you've heard so far, please do give us a like, follow, subscribe, comment, let us know what your favorite characters are, which ones you ship, which ones you don't ship. Let us know how you'd diagnose some other anime characters. And yeah, that's the end. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. And yeah, okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We are off to London.